Peace be with you. Dear friends, welcome to Living Flame Podcast website and Facebook group. Gospel Reflections for Monday in the 11th week in the ordinary time. Gospel taken from Matthew chapter 5 verses 38 to 42. Jesus addressing his disciples and followers says, "In the ancient time it is said, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, do not resist the evil one. If someone strikes you on the right cheek, show him also the other cheek. If someone sues you for your coat, give him also your cloak. If someone forces you to walk 1 mile, walk with him another mile or extra mile. Do not resist the one who asks from you, give him generously." It is said in the ancient time, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. What does that mean? Dear friends, when we go back to the historical context of this saying, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, it is not only during the time of Moses, but it is said that this saying goes back to the time of Hammurabi. It is stated in the Code of Hammurabi that a person who does evil, evil must be paid in the same way. But then there was a savage community during the time of Hammurabi, the great king who gave this law. It is said that if someone killed someone, the entire village in retaliation will be exterminated. So there was no practical balance of violence. If someone burnt a house, the entire village will be burnt in retaliation. So there was a disproportion in the kind of justice that was in that Babylonian society. But then Hammurabi, it is said that he brought a law that if someone has killed someone, that means only one person will be killed in that place. If someone has taken your eye, the enemy's eye will be taken. If he has taken your tooth, his tooth will be taken. Not all the teeth will be taken. Not both the eyes will be taken. So it is a strict measure of retaliation. But Jesus says here, "But I say to you, do not resist the evil one." What a tremendous teaching on the part of Jesus. If we were all to practice what Jesus said, dear friends, we would not require another heaven. Here on earth, we will be having God's kingdom, and that is heaven. That means no resistance to evil. Rather, to evil, we are just generous. If someone slaps you on your right cheek, show him also the other cheek. If someone sues you for your coat, give him also your cloak. If someone forces you to walk 1 mile, walk with him another mile. Extra generosity on the part of the disciples of Christ. Is it practical to practice these sayings of Jesus? Dear friends, if we would like to become true disciples of Christ, we have to. There is no other way than following what Christ has asked us to follow. It is going to be difficult. It is going to be tough. Someone said that every day is tough. Every moment, every situation is difficult. It is up to us when we learn more of Christ, when we go deeper into ourselves and meditate and pray. If we want to be like Christ, we have to follow the path of non-violence. We have to follow the path of charity. We have to follow the path of generosity. We have seen it in the life of Jesus. We know the Pharisees and scribes and Sadducees criticizing Jesus on each and every account. They wanted to trap him on many occasions. But Jesus' retaliation was through charity and love and forgiveness. That is what we learn from Jesus from the cross when he forgave those people who were taunting him, who were criticizing him, who were trying to dehumanize him. What did he say from the cross? Father, forgive them. They do not know what they do. Those precious words uttered from the cross are very similar words that Jesus preaches in these Beatitudes. Therefore, dear friends, in our daily lives, we have many occasions. And I always tell to my listeners, even if it is difficult for us to talk to our enemies, we need to keep open the door of our heart to those enemies and pray for them. It may not be easy for us to go and talk to them immediately, but then we have to keep open the heart of forgiveness and let the grace of God fill our hearts so that we may be able to deal with tough and difficult and painful situations through the Spirit of Christ, who invites us to show the other cheek, to walk an extra mile, to be generous, and not to resist the evildoer. Let us ask the Lord for this grace today in a very special way. Reading this gospel, meditating on this word, try to ask the power of Christ to empower us so that we may inspire those people who are around us, those people who try to do evil things to us. But with the Spirit of Christ, we can conquer and spread love around us. God bless you.